Hey, what's up, everybody? Pat here again, grateful, recovering alcoholic and addict. As we go, as I watched my video last night, the second, final chapter of my testimony, there's a lot that was left out because I was trying to get it, just trying to get it into a video that, just get it done, basically, right? As I watch them, I realize I'm still healing. There's still a lot of work I need to do. I'm still doing an awful lot of people pleasing, and part of it's because I'm a good person. I don't want to make anybody that might, um, that might see one of these videos feel bad about anything. But at the same time, like this is to heal me and to help other people, right? I shouldn't be so concerned with what people that did shit to me, how they feel about me talking about the shit they did to me, right? I mean, it's kind of crazy, but anyway, I'm not gonna worry too much about that, right? I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm here to help people. That's the whole point of this. I feel good getting it out. There's a lot there, and there's a lot that I left out. And as we go, we'll expand on it, and we'll take chapters, and I'll add some more major traumas. Like I left out, at one point during this last run, I was sitting at home, and I think I'd gotten clean for like 8 or 10 days. I was home in bed detoxing, again trying to do it myself, and I was probably just about to come out of it too. I'd made like 10 days, and somebody called me up. I'd left my job because I couldn't, I was working for my a good friend of mine at that point, and this was about 3.5 years ago anyway. And I got so fucked up I couldn't come to work anymore because I just felt bad. Like I'm running this guy's multi-million dollar empire here, and I'm nodding off, and it was just I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to him. So I stayed home and I tried to detox. And about 10 days in, somebody called me up and said, "Hey, I got something for you." So I went out and met him, and got some drugs, and sniffed a little bit, and ended up nodding out driving home from Somerville to Boston. I was living in Roxbury at the time, and I ended up crashing a car into another car in Quincy, like 5, 6, 7 miles away from where I thought I was, past the exit I was trying to get to. And I don't know how I didn't hit somebody on the highway. I mean, thank God I didn't hurt anybody, right? I mean, just the brutality of it all. But that was an overdose, and as a matter of fact, I got real lucky because I overdosed in the police station after I got arrested. And again, this whole well, we'll finish where I'm going. I ended up getting hit with Narcan and coming back. I woke up in the ambulance and they're like, "Oh, what did you do?" And I said, "No, I didn't do anything." "Well, we just hit you with Narcan and you came right back too." But you know, God has been guiding me through all this, right? God has been slowly planting a seed. He's going to plant me. This video series I'm doing, this trying to help other addicts, is clearly my divine path. Because as I look back, I realize the the last 2 or 3 times that I've been arrested in the last 7 years are all cases that I've won. And I never won cases my whole life. I never beat anything, right? But all of a sudden, I've had the last 3 driving ones, and well, they're all driving related. It's all I ever get arrested for, driving and drugs. Um, I've all been dismissed, or I've beat the cases, and it's because God had a plan to pull me out of the fire for this time here. And I'm gonna start sharing a little more. I believe that we're going into a big planetary shift. A lot of things are going to change, guys. This whole 1% having control of everything, and it's coming to an end. Mark my words. The next couple of years, we're going to start seeing some big changes, and I clearly feel like I got, there's some sort. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to be ruling governments here, but God's got some sort of plan for me to use my testimony to help people, and we're going to start fixing things like addiction, and this is why I'm taking the fight to it. But it's all part of my life being elevated the way it is right now is all divinely orchestrated. This is God's hand in my life, and this is why I'm doing these videos, guys, because you're gonna see over the next 6 months, a year, the changes that come in my life are going to be clearly so outrageous that could only be the hand of God in my life, and I truly believe that. This is literally why I'm doing this stuff, and as people see it, they're going to say, "Holy shit, I want to do what he's doing," and that's why I'm telling you what I'm doing, right? And it's the more I think about it, I'm like, wow, this he's had this plan in place because all the things have fallen into place that I can actually make this amazing comeback and literally start fresh with a clean slate and build an actual life for the first time in my life. I got an opportunity to actually have a normal life, and that's shocking to me. I didn't even realize that I've been putting all these things in place. Well, God's really, not even me, because I had no idea. I was out running amok and just getting really lucky, right? Well, no, you don't get that kind of lucky. Like, I'm looking back on all these things, and all these things have been pointing to this, to this time, to this, to this comeback, to this recovery. And all of a sudden, now that I'm getting my wits about me and I'm being smart about it and literally, healing all my traumas and doing all the work that I'm doing and setting myself up that I can actually do something. And not only that, but documenting it here. I realized that all these other things, because I never had an opportunity to be able to go back and get my license because I kept picking up 4-year habitual offenders. And had I not, won the last 3 cases that I've had, I'd have probably another 8 years on habitual offenders, and I don't because I haven't had a driving conviction now since 2014. I got 10 years without a conviction. That's amazing. That's the first time I can ever say that in my life since I was like 15 years old, guys. Like for real. That's a big deal, right? As a matter of fact, I got something I'm really proud about today. I went and I got my 1 month, my 30-day continuous sobriety trip today, right? So I'm really, I'm really excited about that. These are the compliments, guys. Yeah, you got to celebrate because it's your milestones, right? Now it's only a month, but it's my first one. It's my first trip that I got in what's going to be a building series because this is my new life and I'm not going backwards. So I'm putting that right here on video right now. I've seen the light. I've had the manifestation, the demonstration of the miracle in my life, and that's me changing who I am, coming back to, or I should say, coming back to who I was before all this bullshit. I allowed all this bullshit into my life and all these things to take over, right? And just crazy little things like that thing I've been talking about, right? I had it nitrogen yesterday, half of it fell off last night. Like, I mean, I know they hit it with nitrogen, I expected it to, but I didn't expect it to, 8 hours later. But, just everything's falling into place. Did I talk? No, I don't think I did. Anyway, I got a phone call yesterday. I told you guys about the dentist, and if the insurance doesn't cover it, $3,600 or $4,000 out of pocket. I got a phone call yesterday from Boston University Dental School. They called me up and said when I was giving my medical history and I was talking to the one of the student doctors or whatever, that they went to the financial aid office and explained to somebody that I was an addict in recovery and I was really positive and I was doing good things and they called up and they donated my half of my implant, so they just knocked my bill in half, or actually 2/3. They're covering 2/3 of it. Like these are all the things that happen to me left and right lately, guys, because not only am I doing the work, but I'm showing up as this like extremely positive person trying to uplift and help out and just make everybody's day that I come across a better. I want everybody I interact with to have a better day because they interacted with me. And literally that's the attitude that I'm walking and embodying and living like with every minute of my day, regardless of what happens to me. I'm seeing that everything is happening to me for a reason, that the universe is working with me, not against me, or working for me, not against me. And guys, I'm seeing the changes. This is why I'm telling you this, guys, and stuff. I'm not doing it just to tell you shit and trying to make you think I'm on a lucky streak. No, I've cracked the code, guys. If you are willing to do the work and put that much foresight into every move you make, every conversation you have, every interaction you have, good things just start happening, man. Like hard and fast. Like at every situation, you can say, all right, you got a lucky break on any one thing. But every single thing I run into just falls into place, and good things are happening left and right, guys. It's literally shocking. I mean, it's amazing. I'm being happy right, and if I had, once I get my mouth fixed, I'll smile, and it's literally why I don't smile, because of the insecurities I have about my mouth at this point, but I'm taking care of that. And any of you guys watched the 2 prior videos I put out, you've got to understand at this point, there's really not much I won't tell you, right? Because I'm doing this because I want my story to inspire others to know that you can come back, you can put your life together, and it's literally as easy as just making a couple of simple decisions and then putting in a little bit of work. And yeah, I mean, I go back and forth. Easy work, hard work. Yeah, it's hard work. I'm working hard, guys. But it's my life. It's literally my life. You got to decide that your life is work. Because I tell you right now, anybody running amok the way I was and chasing drugs the way I was, you work really, really hard to maintain your habit. Because you have to. You have to, right? I'm working a hell of a lot less hard than I used to trying to maintain a habit, guys. That was brutal. That was hell. This is child's play. I'm fun. I'm having a good time. and I'm loving who I am doing it. I'm finding all these amazing things out, and I'm exploring all these different avenues of life, and like I said, I got this clean slate, and I'm trying to decide how I want to fill it, and I'm not rushing to do anything. I've literally finally, I've always been in such a hurry to get to the next milestone. Today, I'm finally just sitting back and enjoying, and just enjoying the day, enjoying the moment, like learning to use these, these new limbs of mine, this new brain of mine, this, trying to see how I want to fill this new life of mine and who I want to fill it with. All remains to be seen, but it's beautiful to have this opportunity. We had the AA meetings that I go to when I'm available in my noontime gratitude group. It was a very small meeting today. It was only like probably 8 of us there. So everybody got a chance to share, and just like after I was talking, like everybody in the meeting come up after like, man, you're the most positive person I've ever met, and I'm like, it's not that I'm positive, I'm just that happy, like I'm that grateful, like my life was a living hell. I didn't have a moment of peace. I didn't have a moment of security for fucking 40 years. I don't have a moment of stress. I mean, yeah, you got your every day-to-day stresses, but guys, comparatively speaking, and I don't have, I'm just building stuff, so I've got a lot of decisions I'm making, and impact, decisions that impact my life on a daily basis, right? But I'm just not in any rush, and I'm stopping, and I'm thinking about what I'm doing, and I may not necessarily have the foresight to decide what's going to come in next, but as these opportunities come in, I'm literally, instead of just jumping on the next thing because I want something to fill the void, no, I'm protecting that void at all costs, man. I want nothing but the best of the best opportunities, the things that are gonna help me grow and help me be happy and help me secure my future. And before I'd jump on the first thing that came along because I just had to have something to cling to so I could so I could maintain my life. I'm not worried about it today, guys. Like it was today's Thursday, Wednesday. It was, the first thing I did work related this week was Wednesday morning, and I'm like, okay, we're getting a little low on funds today. Cause I'm just until I figure out what's going on. I'm taking it day by day. I'm not in any hurry. I could make phone calls and be working all day long and overwork myself like I always have. But I'm not picking up the phone. I'm waiting to see what God throws at me because I want to do what He wants me to do, and I'm trusting fully in Him right now, and it's working beautifully. Every time I get to the point where I need something, I get a phone call. Hey, I got a job for you, and boom, I go do it. And by the time I run out of the money for that one, and I'm doing enough work for the landlord and other things, I got the bills covered. But I'm talking just money, a little bit of money I need for food and to live on. And it's like I could never do that before. I've been a workaholic since I was 10 years old. Like I had to have a job, I had to have another job, I had to have stuff lined up. I don't have that today, and like I'm going to before long. But I'm saying for the moment, because I'm putting my recovery first, I'm being rewarded for making these right decisions. And if you do that, guys, it works. That's why I tell you, man, find your higher power, pray, meditate, find out what matters to you, find out what has hurt you, heal your traumas. Do the what they call the shadow work. Go internal and don't blame anybody else. I mean, acknowledge what has been done to you, but don't sit there and say, well, I can't do this because this, that. No, you can fucking do anything. You can do anything. If you put your mind to it, you can do anything. I can do anything. And I'm not blaming anybody. When it comes to that point of it, I just overlook it because I'm not worried about that. I look at every situation and consider where my accountability is in it because that's the only thing that matters today. I'm not trying to put the blame on anybody. I'm not trying to go fucking guilt somebody into, feeling bad because my life isn't. No, I did this to myself. This is my life. I'm responsible for it, and I'm only interested in my end of things. Other than obviously the traumas that are bothering me because I'm carrying them. So that's again, that's on me, and I'm just forgiving them and moving on. So it takes the weight off of me, and looking where my accountability is because that's what I can. That's what I can control. That's what I can change. That's what I can think my way through so I don't repeat it. And that's what it's all about, guys. Breaking cycles, recognizing patterns, and then manipulating those patterns so they don't happen again. And guys, it's incredibly simple, but it's incredibly powerful. And it does require some effort and some insight and a little bit of activity and a little bit of trust, a little bit of faith. But if you're willing to take that chance on yourself, it's amazing, rewarding. And I tell you, I couldn't be happier, guys. So again, I forget to say at the beginning of the videos, I doubt anybody makes it to the end, but if you do, please, guys, a lot of people watch the videos, aren't subscribing. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. It really helps me grow the channel. I definitely appreciate it. But regardless, everybody coming and checking out the videos and supporting this, I love all of you. I really appreciate it. Remember, God loves you. I love you. If nobody else has told you that today, well, now I have, because everybody should hear that at least once a day. if you need help, like I say again, reach out, comment, send me an email. I'm checking my emails every day, and comment, getting back to people. I always respond to the comments. Not there's that many of them. It's not that hard to keep up with, but hey, we're gonna get there, right? I'm dedicated to this, and I'm actually really starting to enjoy this, all right? And I really hope I know at some point it's gonna reach people and it's gonna make a difference, and that's what it's all about for me today. It's all I care about. I want to help other people. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna find a way to do it. But again, God loves you. I love you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate everything. Have a great day. Be safe. I'll talk to you tomorrow.